you done hurt me, boy. But on the bright side, it's still a touchdown ball from Brady. If he just hold on to it, eventually he will retire again. And he just have to give it a little while longer to get that value back. But damn, Brady, you put donkey dick on him that time. But anyway, I found this story crazy, y'all. If you just like I opened up with the transgender athletes, I don't hate or dislike anybody. That's just not nothing I do. I might get mad at you. I might want to smack you upside the head. But at the end of the day, I can't hate a person because that reflects on me and my relationship with my higher power. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to let people control my emotions. I try not to. That's something I've been working on. It's hard to do. My anger, my frustration, my anxiety, my fears, stuff like that. That's all controlled by me and what I choose to do with them. I mean, you human, you go have them. You know what I'm saying? It's their emotions. They go pop up. But it's how you deal with them what defines you. And I said all that to say this because Po Fresno, I think it's Fresno. I think it was Fresno. He was a little dog. They took him back to the animal shelter because he was humping other dogs. The owner was like, oh, yeah, he gay. We got to take him back. Now, if that ain't a homophobe, I don't know what is. Not the dog, man. But now, in the owner defense, Fresno do sound a little gay, though. I'm just be real with Fresno. I don't know. Fresno, I think, was a dude in tight, cut-off blue jean shorts with like a Hawaiian shirt with it unzipped, with a little hairy chest hanging out and oiled hair saying, hey. You know what I'm saying? That's just my ideal of the name Fresno. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm saying, man, and then dogs hump all kind of stuff. They hump your leg. Man, I had knocked my dog off a goat just the other day. He 8 months. He don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was more about the dog. I think it's more about him being a dumbass and a homophobe. You know what I'm saying? And he probably had to pay a fee to take it to the shelter and all this. I mean, come on, man. I hope all his kids grow up straight. Because if he did that to the dog, I ain't no telling what he'll do to one of his kids if they come home and say, hey, daddy, I like the same sex. And then some of y'all, like I said, we talk about everything on this show. Some of y'all might have some homosexual people in the family, but that don't mean you stop loving them. You ain't got to necessarily agree with what they do or like what they do. But as a parent, you do still have an obligation to be in that child's corner and try to teach them and raise them the best you can. FYI, that might help somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? And some good news, in case y'all don't know, I'm broadcasting from Mississippi, the SIP. Teacher pay has went up in the state of Mississippi. I think it's gonna be like over $5,000 a year. They're gonna gradually increase it, and man, it is long overdue. Teachers they catch the worst of it. Because if you think about it, a lot of these folks babysitters. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep up with your bad ass kid all day. And then as soon as they do one little thing wrong, you want to run to the school and fuss at them and try to get them fired and shit. But your kid bad, hell, bad at the house. Come on, let's be real about it now. Polo said that shit. So little Ray bad at the house. What you think he doing with the teacher? Miss Johnson can't say nothing to him. And hell, you want to slap him in the mouth. What you think Miss Johnson want to do? You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it real on that. And once again, these are the views of Polo, the Swag King, on Polo's POV. They don't represent no publisher or platform that carries this podcast. Let's keep that clear. So don't be shooting shots at nobody. Amazon, Apple, Spotify, all these nice people that carry Polo's POV. All these nice people. Shout out to y'all, by the way. Appreciate that little shit, man. I also want to get on to being a man. Just how you can buy beer and cigarettes, that don't really make you no man. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing I can't stand to see a motherfucking grown-ass man crying and complaining. You know what I'm saying? Say what you got to say. Be done with it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a job to do, do it. And then I tell my son all the time, the difference between a boy and a man, you ain't got to tell a man what to do. He already know what to do. You got to tell a boy what to do. You got to say, hey, man, go do this. Hey, man, go do this. But grown men should already know what to do, whatever the situation may be. He might need some advice or some help, but he should know what to do. And then, if you out here 45, 46 years old, you ain't got no business You the only 45-year-old motherfucker in the circle. You got motherfucking 18, 19-year-old guy. You telling them about the glory day. Come on, man. Be easy. Be easy, bro. You had your run. That shit is over. And let pass the torch to these young guys, man. Even though they probably go drop that motherfucking set the field on fire, but hell, it's they turn now. I mean, if you ain't got it by now, you probably ain't go get it. And then, man, they walk around with their pants hanging below that. I'm talking about this disgusting. I'm like my daddy, that shit really burns me up right there. That was my dad when he get mad, get talking through his teeth. That shit really burn me up. You know what I'm saying? You grown, bro. Act like you got kids, probably got grandkids, you know what I'm saying? Then don't be crying and complaining. Life ain't fair. If life was fair and perfect and shit, I wouldn't even have a podcast. I wouldn't have shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real about this shit, man. This just how the game go. This how the stuff come, man. So just take it on the chin. Keep your head up. Stay prayed up. Make your money. Go home. You ain't got to be everybody's friend or be the most popular or best dressed. You know, I don't know. Just handle your business. You know what I'm saying? These guys walk around, oh man, I got this, I got that. And motherfucker can't even buy them nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? They run around borrowing money and shit. But swear they balling out of control. They think they motherfucking Migos or Kanye or somebody. And really in reality, ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. That's what my old folks saying for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I'm already on that subject. And for the guys that have grown up and got out of their ways, don't let nobody trick you out your spot. You know what I'm saying? I battle with this myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no baller or nothing, but I do pretty good for myself. And at times I be wanting to show it, and I'm pretty sure all men feel that way sometimes. I'm going to show this motherfucker who he talking to. Or you must don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be conscious, man. You done came a long way and got your shit together. Don't let nobody drag you back into that old life. Because nowadays, most of these niggas, they go either go to the police on you, pull their gun because they can't fight, or they go have a bunch of niggas trying to jump you. So, I mean, it really ain't. I mean, it's a whole lot of drama and bullshit you can avoid. And then most of the time, it's just one man trying to prove something to another. You know what I'm saying? And if you know what you got going on, fuck what another nigga think. Long your family good, your kids good, fuck what another nigga think. You know what I'm saying? Let them think what they want to think. And you just let your actions and your lifestyle speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about a lot of shit I do. And I might do in a rap song or something like that. Oh, by the way, Polo DA Swag King. I got Ants in the Pants and So Fly the Anthem. That's on our platforms too. Check that out. See, man, I just be doing some shit. And speaking of Kanye, I'm gonna get up out there. Don't let people trick you out your spot. You got something good going on. Don't lose it by pulling the fucking Will Smith, cause you ain't Will Smith. And I bet your ass we gonna get on that for this show over. But Will Smith got millions and millions. He can afford it. You do some shit like that, your ass will get thrown out, arrested, put in jail. May or may not have your bond money. May or may not lose your job. So you ain't Will Smith. Anytime you want to go upside the motherfucker head on the clock, you ain't Will Smith. All right. Anyway, let me get back on Kanye. Now, I seen the Kanye documentary, y'all, and I don't know. You can say what you want, but this is how I'm looking at it. I can kind of understand why Kanye act the way he act. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people shitted on him, didn't believe in him. Like watching the documentary, the motherfucker that was filming, his mama, and him. You know, a lot of people talk that shit, but they weren't trying to help him. But outside of that, they was on him. He believed in himself. He worked hard. He took some chances, and he just had faith in his work. He know what he was capable of. So he finally made it. He was always dreaming of being with Kim Kardashian. He did that, and you know. Money, man. He got money, he clothing lines, got access to anything he want in the world. And now, old lady say she don't want him. Well, it ain't even his old lady no more. His ex-wife say, nah, I don't want you no more. So, I mean, just looking at it on the other side of it, you a multi-billionaire. You can have anything in the world you want, but except for what you want the most. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that'll fuck most niggas head over. Most niggas lose a bitch that work at McDonald's. And he mad ready to kill everybody. So, you know, Kim Kardashian, she a billionaire, ain't she? Or if she ain't, she close to it. And she got enough money to buy a private jet, so she got some money. And so the one thing you want most, you can't have. So I don't know. I think that'll fuck with most motherfucker head. And then you already know he ain't stable. He admitted that. He bipolar. So I don't know. Don't be so hard on Kanye. But anyway, speaking of millions and billions, they done sent the last piece of a telescope, $18 billion, y'all. And we got hungry kids, and like I said, they just raised teacher pay in Mississippi. But they $18 billion on a telescope. And it basically they were sending it. They couldn't even send it all at one time. They just sending it piece by piece, and it formed together to create a big old mirror so they can look off into space. And from my understanding, this little setup is over 1 million miles. Well, it's 1 million miles away from Earth. But the big thing about it was $18 billion. Y'all, I can think of a bunch of people I can help with $18 million. But that's our government for you. And I want to talk about this, y'all, while I'm at it. Y'all probably done went through this yourself. Being unprofessional at work. Now I understand, it's a younger generation and everybody got now hiring signs up. Good help, hard to find. But man, damn. Man, I was in the drive-thru at, I ain't gonna say the chain, because it really ain't their fault. It's just, well, really the manager don't do this for anybody. But I'm in the fast food window. This girl screamed out. I'm at the window trying to get my food. She leaned over, hey, hollering at somebody. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck? And in my head, I'm like, man, this shit is so tacky, so unprofessional, and so ghetto. Like, come on, lady. And I guess her manager must have read my mind. She was like, well, that guy go make a report on you, which I wasn't. But so the girl did turn around and ask me, you ain't gonna make a report on me if I'm hollering at my mama, is you? I'm like, damn, this make the situation worse. Not only you hanging out the window screaming, and now I know your mama, but then you turn around and ask me if I'm gonna say something about it. Like, I just want my fucking hamburger so I can eat and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And then it's this one little store, I ain't gonna say the name, but in Hattiesburg, man, you go in there, I'm talking about, they don't even stop to get off the cell phone while they trying to take care of you. They talking about what they gonna do when they get at home, who they gonna beat up, and all this. And I don't know if they think that's cool because people come in that store all the time, but you still at work, you still got a job to do. And then to be real, I don't want to hear that shit. And then people don't realize how loud they be when they talking on the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't realize it. And it's like shit I don't want to hear. I don't give a fuck about who broke into your house or who ass you go kick when you get out. I should know these things. I just came here to buy a beer and leave. You know what I'm saying? I just came in there for one beer. That's all. I don't want to get the fucking daily news. If I want to get updated on what's going on and talk about life, I listen to Polo's POV. You feel me? You saw that? That was pretty slick, wasn't it? That was pretty slick. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, getting on down to the nitty gritty. I like this, y'all. The NFL decided they're going to have minority or black, brown, and women also. They got to be part of every team, like a minority offensive assistant or something. But each team has to have some sort of minority hired on the team. I thought that was pretty cool. And also, real quick, the Buffalo Bills getting a new stadium. It's going to cost them a little money, which I think is cool because Buffalo is actually a pretty good team. To me, they actually should have beat Kansas City, but, it didn't happen. But mark my words, Paulo said it. Buffalo Bills, they're going to be around for a couple of years. Keeping it on Buffalo Bills and sports, you know what? Scratch that, y'all. Before I get on this Will Smith, because I know that's really probably what everybody want to talk about. But I want to talk about this. And like I said, I'm broadcasting here in Mississippi. And, they just started they just passed the lynching is now a hate crime. And the thing about that is people celebrating this, but do you realize